Hi boys and girls, thanks for joining me today. We are going to learn a little bit more about plants. Last week we learned about what a plant needs to grow, and today we're going to learn about parts of a plant. But first I want to read you a story about how it started as a seed. And this is written by Dr. Eldon Kelly, and it's published by the Creative Teaching Press. It started as a seed. It started as a seed, it grew and grew, it became a peanut plant. We can make peanut butter from the peanuts. It started as a seed, it grew and grew, it became an oak tree. We can build things from the wood that came from the tree. It started as a seed, it grew and grew, and it became an orange tree. We can make orange juice from the oranges. They started as some seeds, they grew and grew, and they became wheat plants. We can make bread from the wheat. They started as some seeds, and they grew and grew. Wonder what they'll be. They became a vegetable garden. We can eat vegetables for dinner. They started as some seeds. They grew and grew, and they became a flower garden. We can pick flowers for people we love. So boys and girls, it all starts as a tiny seed, and then the plant starts to grow. But there are certain parts of a plant that all work together for the plant to grow, and they all need each other to grow. So here is a diagram of parts of a plant. So under the soil, so here's the soil. Under the soil, there are the roots, and the roots help anchor the plant so it can't come out very easily. It stays anchored. And the roots also drink up the water from the soil and the nutrients and bring them up to the stem. So here's the stem, and the stem is outside of the soil. It grows up towards the sun, and a stem is like a straw. And then it takes the water and nutrients from the roots up to the rest of the parts of the plants. So it takes it up to the leaves. And the leaves also make food from the sunlight for the plant. So it takes sunlight energy, energy from the sun, and it makes food for the plant. And leaves also give us oxygen too, air. And then the stem goes all the way up to the flower head and gives water and nutrients to the flower head. And on the flower head, there are petals, and in the very middle, there are also seeds. So when that flower dies in the fall, the seeds will come out of the middle of the flower head, and they will spread in the soil and rest there until the next spring. All right, let's see if you have a really good memory, boys and girls. I have a diagram of a blank flower. Do you remember what these are called? Under the ground, under the soil, they anchor the plant. That's right, you are right, they are the roots. All right, do you remember this long, thin, like straw that brings up the nutrients and the water? Good job, boys and girls. That is called the stem. I wonder what these two things on the side of your stem are called. They give oxygen so we can breathe, and they also take in sunlight and make it into food for the plant. You are right, they are called the leaves. Now, what are these beautiful things, little things called on the sides? There's lots of them on the flower head. And they fall off too. You're right, they are the petals. So that is a petal. And in the middle of the flower head, we have and they come out in the fall when the flower dies. That's right, the seeds. And the whole part is called the flower. Good job, boys and girls. Good remembering. So, what I want you to do is to do a little experiment with me now. I'm just going to bring some things over for you. I have some things you might find around your house. So I have a celery stalk with the leaves still on it. And this is from a plant. It's a vegetable. And I have some blue food coloring, or any food coloring, but I picked blue because it's really dark. And a glass, clear glass with water in it, or a cup. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do an experiment to show how a plant absorbs the water and the nutrients and travels all the way up. Now I wonder if I just put this celery stalk in the clear water, what would happen? You wouldn't really be able to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some food coloring to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll mix it around a little bit. And I'm going to add my celery stalk. And I'm going to just keep it there. And I'm going to observe and see what happens in the next couple days. And I want you to try this too and make some observations. What do you think? First of all, let's make a prediction. What do you think is going to happen to the water and the celery stalk? And then I want you to make some observations as you watch it the next few days and let your teachers know what happened. And maybe you can even draw a picture of what happens as well at the end of your experiment after your observations, and let us know what happened. And the other challenge I want you to do is I want you to go find a plant somewhere, inside or outside, and sketch it, draw it. Use your pencil. You can use some pencil crayons. Look at it and draw all the details on it. And if you want a real extra challenge, you can label the parts of the plant on there. And there's a nice poster going to be posted on D2L today about that. So you have a couple challenges with plants and the parts of the plant. So let's see how parts of the plant work. Let's see if this does really act like a straw. All right. Thanks, boys and girls. See you next time. Bye.